Have you ever trusted someone and been burned by betrayal? Disappointment can come in many forms. We can be disappointed in ourselves. We can work hard and then be disappointed that circumstances didn't turn out the way we expected. Or we can be disappointed in other people's behaviors. Today, we're talking about the disappointment that comes from betrayal. In the book of Genesis, Joseph was the favorite son of his father, Jacob. It was no secret. Everybody knew he was the favorite. Jealousy and rage took over his brothers, and they sold him into slavery to the Egyptians. Wow. Betrayal can produce rage, anger, bitterness, disappointment, hurt, and fear. All of those can be byproducts of betrayal. Maybe you've been betrayed by people you loved and trusted, and it left you wondering, what just happened? When his brothers sold him into slavery, he went from being the favorite son to being a slave. But we can tell that Joseph was focused on growth. We can tell by the outcome of Joseph's story that Joseph was growing his relationship with God during the time of his slavery because he was morally prepared to say no to Potiphar's wife when she attempted to seduce him. It was Joseph's moral rectitude that caused him to move from slavery to imprisonment. When he said no to Potiphar's wife, she had him thrown in prison. He had no expectation of ever leaving the prison. But once again, we can see that Joseph was focused on growth. We know that because he was spiritually prepared to interpret the dreams of the other inmates who had dreams and were looking for the dreams to be interpreted. Dream interpretation may have been a gift given to Joseph by God, but it was a gift he had to exercise, practice, and grow to be able to interpret those dreams with such specificity. The fact that he was morally prepared to say no to temptation, spiritually prepared to interpret dreams, shows us that Joseph was growing his relationship with God instead of focusing on the hurt of the betrayal. Joseph was also focused on growing his own personal gifts. When Joseph had the opportunity, he was intellectually prepared to become the prime minister of Egypt. How did that happen? I know there weren't any continuing ed courses in the prison, but somehow or another, Joseph continued to grow intellectually so that he could say yes when God presented him with an opportunity for advancement. If you have been disappointed by people you love because you've been betrayed or they've let you down, you might feel like you are in prison. I want to encourage you to do what Joseph did. We must always grow in our relationship with God, no matter what the circumstances are. If you have been betrayed, it's important to process the betrayal. Grieve if you have to grieve the loss of a relationship. But through grief, there is forgiveness. Forgiveness for the offender. And once you have gone through that process, it is important to reset. Go back to growing your relationship with God and growing your own personal gifts. Why? So that you will be spiritually, morally, and intellectually prepared for whatever opportunities God brings your way for advancement. Healthy soul, joyful life. Stress is the physical or mental tension experienced when life demands change. It is not uncommon for high-performing professional women to experience stress no one knows about. That's right. Friends, family, colleagues, no one can tell from the outside. but the one with the secret stress is suffering. I help professional Christian women reduce the sense of overwhelm by helping them uncover their Christ-given identity and purpose. Misalignment in these two areas can create a great deal of anxiety. If I have just described you, I want to invite you to reach out to me through the contact form at yvonnevsanchez.com. Let's have a conversation. I want to hear your story. Maybe there's something in my wheelhouse I can help you with so that you can have the joyful life that is rightfully yours. Healthy soul, joyful life.